This video is about ADCs or analog to digital converters. We will see how to interface an 8-bit ADC with 8086 microprocessor. So to interface the ADC with 8086, we need the chip 8255 programmable peripheral IC. 8255 chip is used, which is connected with 8086. ADC is treated as an input by the microprocessor. So 8086 treats ADC as an input. ADC is connected to 8255 and 8255 is connected to ADC. ADC is input to 8255. So the microprocessor sends an initializing signal to ADC to start the conversion process. From the name analog to digital converter, from the analog sinusoidal waves or any form of wave, we will generate the digital 8-bit values. So converting from analog to digital takes some time, and that process, conversion process, to mark that conversion process, we send a start of conversion signal. Start of conversion or SOC is a pulse of specific duration. So it is a simple pulse like 0 then 1 and again 0. So after the conversion is over, the ADC sends an EOC signal to the microprocessor and the result is ready at the buffer output. So after converting, we have to check the end of conversion or EOC signal, and the result is output at the buffer. From the ADC chip, we have the buffer output. The task of issuing an SOC pulse to ADC, reading EOC signal from ADC, and reading the digital output from ADC are carried out by the processor using 8255 IO ports. So, as said earlier, we have 8086, then we have 8255, and then we have the ADC. So 8255 handles whatever SOC pulse we have to give to ADC, or reading EOC end of signal from ADC, and then whatever output that is made by ADC, we have to fetch to 8086 via 8255 IO ports. So the time taken by ADC from active edge signal of SOC pulse till the active edge signal of EOC signal is known as conversion delay of the ADC. So what is conversion delay? Conversion delay of any ADC means whenever SOC pulse starts, like it is 0, then it is 1, and then again 0. So the starting pulse or the active edge of SOC pulse from that time till the active edge of EOC signal. EOC signal is also another pulse like 0, 1, 0. So from that active edge of 1 till that active edge of 1, from the active edge of SOC, that is the conversion delay. Alternatively, we can say the time taken by ADC to calculate the equivalent digital output from the moment of start of conversion is known as conversion delay. So converting ADC, so converting analog signal to digital data, is start is marked by SOC pulse and end is marked by EOC pulse. So the time difference between these two to convert the analog signal to digital data is known as conversion delay. The conversion delay ranges from a few microseconds, which is fast ADCs. In fast ADCs, we have few microseconds, and conversion delay of slower ADCs are in hundreds of milliseconds, because millisecond is greater than microseconds. The selection of ADC for a particular application depends on speed and resolution. Which ADC, there are multiple ADCs available in the market, so which ADC we have to use depends upon the speed and resolution. Speed is in terms of conversion delay, how much less conversion delay is provided by the ADC, that is in few microseconds, and resolution means number of bits. number of bits in which it gives the output, the digital data. If it is 8 bits and 10 bits, which is more accurate, the 10 bits. So higher the resolution, better the ADC. The available ADCs in the market use different conversion techniques for conversion of analog signals to digital signal. The more popular techniques are successive approximation and dual slope integration techniques. So these two are the techniques which ADCs implement to convert from analog signal to digital data. So when we are writing the program, we need to keep in mind these steps. First is ensure the stability of analog signal input applied to ADC. So ADC converts analog to digital. So whatever analog signal is given, the analog input that should be stable. The analog input voltage must remain constant at the input of ADC from beginning to end of conversion till we receive EOC signal. The ADC should be or the analog input to the ADC must be same. This is ensured by a sample and hold circuit which samples the analog signal and hold it for a specific duration. So, while converting from analog input to digital data and the analog input to remain constant, we use a sample and hold circuit. What it will do? It will start sampling the signal in equal time interval period so that we get particular data for converting to digital data. Next step in programming is issue of SOC pulse to ADC. We have to send a SOC signal that is 0, like 0, then 1 and then 0 to ADC. Read EOC signal to mark the end of conversion process. After sending the SOC pulse, the ADC will start converting from analog signal to digital data, and after converting it will send the EOC signal to mark its end of conversion. So we have to read that EOC signal and then read the digital output of ADC as equivalent digital output from the buffer of ADC via 8255 chip. We have to read the data to 8086.